This is Trent Conner with West Virginia Sports Nation. We are here in Kansas City bringing you game day coverage of the Mountaineers. I'm here with Rocky Simmons, owner and vice president of Vision Homes. Rocky is the number one West Virginia women's basketball fan, and he is at nearly every basketball game cheering on Coach Mark Kellogg and Mountaineers. Thanks so much for your time today, Rocky.
Thank you guys for the long drive out here. It's funny, everybody says, how long is the drive? And they say, oh, 13 hours, but it's actually a 26-hour trip because you got to go home.
yeah, you got to make up that time going back. So what first drew you to West Virginia women's basketball, and how was your passion for the team grown over the years?
What's funny, because you, you mentioned it being from Bridgeport, so my mom and uncle and I followed it heavily. When Mike Carey was here, dear friend, and it's so funny because I love you, Mike, but Mike and Coach Kellogg are definitely two different styles, but they're both winners. And then I literally took a year off when Mike left. Mom and I didn't go to any games in that. And then when Coach Kellogg came, the funny story is J.C. Carter was here visiting with Texas Tech. And I met them at our local B-Dubs, Buffalo Wild Wings, and met him, talked to him. This is when he was on the Texas Tech staff. Ended up buying their dinner and stuff, and then told him I'd be at the game. Well, the next day I didn't go to the game. Fast forward a few months, I walk into another restaurant, and there sits J.C. Carter in a West Virginia jacket. So that just kind of, I don't know, timing, and this staff is just incredible.
So you've seen the evolution of the team under Coach Kellogg. What do you think makes this current group so special?
The word team. Coach Kellogg recruits. He doesn't go out looking for a 5-star, 6-star, what a star, but he recruits kids to fit his system. And I know all the kids. I'm blessed to know them all.
Yeah, and Jordan Harrison, obviously one of the leaders of the team and has been for a few years. And Kellogg brought her over when he came to West Virginia. What does she mean to the team?
It's so funny. Jordan off the court, you guys have probably interviewed. She's like, "Hi, Rocky." On the court, man, she's a dog, and all the kids will tell me. I know them also well. And Mimi tells a funny story. Like sometimes during timeouts, Mimi tries to gather her head, and she's like, Jordan's like, "Mimi, get in the huddle, get in the huddle." So Jordan is there, but even if you watch the bench, so things you don't see on TV when you get to go to the games and you sit there and you're behind the bench. Those guys, whether they're in the game, I mean, they're just there cheering. They're excited. Jordan Thomas was the first person off the bench when we won last night. But it's not even just the team. I think one thing that the country doesn't realize, and I don't know if Mountaineer fans do, Coach Kellogg is incredible. I know he's in the top 10 of active wins, but I don't think people realize how good a staff he has. We are blessed with knowledge and staff. J.C. Carter, my dear friend, his mentor was John Wooden. Yeah. Not a bad name, right?
Yeah. No.
So, but then it spins all the way down to like the longest tenure on our staff is Zach, the strength coach, 9 years. But from manager to the guys that practice, it's just a culture and it's a standard, and they all live and they care about each other.
So, looking ahead, do you think West Virginia has earned a top 4 seed and the chance to host first and second round games in the NCAA tournament in Morgantown?
Well, I jokingly say that I hope I never see Charlie, whatever his knucklehead name is, because I'd probably end up in jail, because he really makes his living on the bubble teams. But I just think the lack of respect for the Big 12 this year is just a shame. I think it was 2 days ago, the Big 10 had 4 top 4 seeds. They moved one, and somehow Kentucky jumped us, but it doesn't matter. When we win today, we'll just do what West Virginians do. We'll earn it.
Yeah. So, bringing it back to today, the Mountaineers obviously lost 2 close games to TCU this season. What's the biggest key to bring home that Big 12 title today? And if you would, give me your final score prediction for the game.
Well, I really believe game 1 was just, I think Coach Kellogg told me, I think that was his first ever buzzer beater. Girl was 2 for, I talked to her yesterday at the game. Number 7's a beast for TCU, and she was 2 for 12, I think, and 0 for 5 and made that. But I think in game 2, a lot of people look at stats, but the player of the game to me was number 4, because she really, really guarded Jordan well. So my key is other people, Gia, Sydney making some shots, Carter and Mimi in the post so that we can free up Jordan. And my final score prediction is going to be 61-54 for the Gold and Blue.
Well, thanks for your time today, Rocky. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, John, for having me.
Let's go Mountaineers.
Let's go Mountaineers.